welcome back to my channel. It's Mr. Green Hands, and today I'm going to show you what I've been using to make my garden beds, because I think they're the cheapest and the best way to produce a beautiful garden bed or raised bed for anybody who actually are on a budget, anybody that's actually trying to make something that it's cheap and effective and you get something back in return. So today I'm going to be making, or should I say putting together, my raised beds using all the pallet board that I have actually been breaking out in my previous videos. Some of you guys have watched it, some of you don't, have a look back and you can see that I've been breaking them down, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to be putting them together. Every single thing that I'm going to be using to produce these or put them together actually came from just the pallet. So it's one of the cheapest and most effective way to be able to get a raised bed going and garden going without actually having to go and dip into your pockets. So today's idea is to be able to show that you can actually use something cheap, free if it's possible, and produce growth. What you guys are looking on here is actually all the things that I've been using. So I've been using the pallets themselves, every little thing there. These are the slots that kept the pallet together, and these are the wood that I would break apart. And every nail in here, every bit of nail came from the pallet originally. So I've kept it all completely together. I've not used any additional things to make this garden bed, and you guys are going to actually love that because it's cheap and effective, and anybody can do that. If you want to get some garden going, you want to do something, this is the best and most effective way to get a garden quick. Later on, once you have done this, you can actually upgrade them. You can buy things later on once you get yourself going. But to me, if I can get 5 years out of this, it's worth it. First thing I'm going to do is gather these. These are going to be my joiners. I'm going to use, these are actually the ones that were part of the pallets as well. So I'm going to use these, 2 of them, and join the pallets together. First thing first, I just wanted to make sure these are beautifully flushed against the other bits, so it kind of nicely fits along it and it looks beautiful at the end of it. So let me go and try to do that and show you how I'm going to do it as well. And I am going to be using the nails as well that I've collected from dismantling the pallets. So let's show you how I do that. And a lot of the time as well, it depends if you have someone else to help you. It's handy to have someone sometimes to help you, but in cases like you don't have any help, it's just to take your time and nicely do it. You don't want to rush, and you knock that in there. It's going a bit sideways, but it's okay. It's going to go where it's supposed to. Just losing a bit of edge there. There we go. I'm just going to put another nail in there to hold it perfectly in place. And I'm going to add another one there as well to make sure it fits nicely. Tip before we go any further than this, I wanted to do a dry run. So what it is, I made sure I connected all the pieces where they're gonna fit, and following the same example here, making sure if this one is going to be overlapped by this one, if this one's going to be overlapped by this one, you're going to make sure you continue the same process throughout the whole setup as well. So that will give you the perfect angle to do that. And I realized that I needed to do something before I connected the pieces of wood, and that is what I did. I put these on first before I started to connect them, and do a dry run. As you can see, they're still open, just to see how it's going to fit and how it's going to look. And if you need any changes to be done, you can do that straight away. before you go any further than do that, make sure everything is aligned and in the perfect place where you can connect them properly together. If you are by yourself, this is a perfect time to just have a look, take your time, and just look over what you've done and making sure that it goes through nicely. And there you go, guys. That is one section of connected already. But what I did, I only connected put one nail in it. I will go back soon and put a couple more in it to give it some extra strength. But I didn't want to connect it all the way through. I wanted to go around and do the other parts first and then connect it, making it stronger by adding the extra nails in there as well. Hold it just in case, and if I needed to do some alternation later on, you know, it's not about perfection, it's just getting it set up in that perfect square where you can actually go back around again and put some extra nails to give it a firm structure and be able to grow something. And there you go, guys, that's the finished product. As you can see, everything's nicely tight as well. You can add some extra nails in it, but I think this is perfect. That will definitely hold the soil in there perfectly. Say thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you have anything negative, positive, or anything you want to drop me a comment, just it's there, write a comment and I respond back to you guys. If I can learn something from you, you can learn something from me. So don't forget to look after yourself, each other and the planet, because we need it.